Take a ride on its own little pony. Come stick around on its own little pony. Please take a ride on its own little pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples and everything in between. I am your host, Tony the Pony, and with me as always is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple! No. How are you, Mr. Pineapple?
Got corona.
It doesn't matter how you are, because we are joined by not one but two guests.
Two?
Remember that last time we had two guests on? Oh, good.
No cons.
No cons. We are joined today by the dick of a grandad himself.
Hello.
Grandad Dick. How are you, Grandad Dick?
I'm old. I feel it.
I'm old.
I'm old.
I'm in a cave.
Have you been in caves lately?
No, funnily enough. I'm too old for that. It's cold.
Too old?
My knees won't take it.
Till Charles does that.
It's like broken
Jesus
glass.
Christ.
I could just hear the chair squeaking, if I'm being honest.
I thought that was his knee.
Oh,
Might have been.
Maybe. And also we are joined by the analyst himself. How are you, the analyst?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
yeah, same.
Clash of Champions later, isn't it? What's that doing? Fucking clicking away.
Each is about to explode. Everybody get down.
Being nice knowing you boys.
Apart from Tony, you stay standing. Jump on it like a grenade.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Yeah. What hairy pineapple have you got? No. He's come up with some more questions for you.
You know, we ask questions to our first time guests, don't we? But we thought it just makes sense to ask a couple more for second timers.
Right.
Oh no.
You know, because you both like springing questions on people, don't you? At the end of podcasts and stuff. I'm doing it.
Wow, are you keeping a grudge up from all that time ago?
No, I'm not. I've just thought,
I was.
we'll do it.
It sounds like
He
it.
was. You know, we recently did an episode with that ginger prick about favourite debut albums, you know. So what's your favourite debut album? And if you can't think of one, just what's your favourite album?
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know debut albums.
See,
I don't know what order.
this.
And that's why I said, if they don't know, we'll say best debut instead.
Best debut?
Just
Best album even. Jesus Christ.
I've got one, but I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's their debut album, but unlike a certain someone, I want to double check.
Yes.
Like,
Eminem's a confusing guy, you know.
I'm pretty sure it's the Jealous Cards. No, it's not Jealous.
So I'm going to go for my first album that I ever owned that wasn't dodgy.
Nice.
From Man at Market.
Nice. I know them.
I don't know if it was debut. It may have been, but I was that young that I wouldn't have known anything before it. And it's Millennium by Will Smith. You don't know Millennium?
No.
It came out at the turn of the millennium.
Oh, right.
And his name is Will
Makes
Smith.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does make sense,
Yeah, it came out at like the back end of 99 in November.
Right.
It's November 16th.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that the day you got it?
It probably was, yeah. I really like Will Smith.
Did you save up your, like, monies and stuff?
No, it was money that I had from my birthday
Nice.
in January back in the year.
Jeez.
That I just kept
Christ.
some to the side in case I saw something I wanted.
Just in case.
And I saw Millennium when we went to the shops to HMV, and I was
Nice.
like, get me some Millennium. And I listened to it non-stop until gone Christmas. So that was my Christmas, basically, in 1999.
Just listening to Millennium. I'm going to check what song is on that.
I'm saying
I can tell you what's on it if you like.
Oh, go on, let me check.
It's I'm Coming,
Oh.
Will 2K, Freaking It, Da Butter, La Fiesta, Who Am I, Afro Angel, So Fresh, Pump Me Up, Can You Feel Me, Potness, No More, Wild Wild West, and The Rain.
Best album of all time.
It's his second album, apparently.
Oh, is it?
There's a lot of songs on there.
But no.
It's 15 song album. Bang for your buck as a child. A 5-year-old that really likes Will Smith.
So do you still have the album?
It got broken.
Oh.
I think that Coleman Callum stood on it when he came to stop at mine one year.
What a prick.
And it smashed all the case and stuff, so we just ended up throwing it away.
That's a
The
shame.
disc might be at my parents somewhere in like one of those old disc binders that
That's
you get.
what you're getting for Christmas.
I was thinking that. You get 3 copies of Millennium for Christmas.
You never have too many copies of Millennium. One in co-op, one in CD player, one in computer. Listen to it no matter where I am.
Boom. Life complete.
Exactly.
Life complete.
Boom when I boom.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I will throw my pen at your face.
I'll throw my face at your pen. What's yours, Grandad?
Mine is Signs of Life by Poets of the Fall. I've got a lot of time for all of their albums.
Oh yeah.
And just finish Rock Band.
Sound a bit gay.
In this wow. It's hard.
Jesus.
I mean, in all fairness, I've been wanting to know if lead singer's gay for ages. I cannot find anything about his personal life. I mean, if he is gay, power to him.
Send him a dick pic and if he responds.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Is he dead?
it's a win-win either that way.
Is he dead?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's,
Oh.
Is he dead? No, okay. I'm sad now. He's not dead.
Could add it to the list for later.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got some good albums there.
Yeah, what was your second question?
I don't fucking remember.
You were saying him in car, weren't you? When you were shouting at that kid.
Oh yeah. What colour do you identify with most?
oh no.
I know what his is going to be.
Yeah. Black, isn't it? It's
Well,
a cool,
yeah.
cool colour. It's supposed to be a shade in it. I was told off previously by an ex-girlfriend. It's not a colour, it's a shade.
Yeah. What black and white are shades?
Yeah.
Apparently.
She went for the parties.
They're the master colours, aren't
Oh no.
Well, one of them.
Oh, Jesus.
So we've got black from Grandad Dick, and what about the other list?
Probably blue.
Because you're a boy.
No, blue was traditionally associated with girls.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're learning everything about colours today.
Because red was a manly colour, and so pink was seen as a diluted form of red. So that was used for young boys rather than girls. And then it only changed in like the 1800s, I think, where it swapped over.
Fun with facts with the
Look at
analyst.
that. He has all the facts, doesn't he?
Is that why you identify with it then?
No, it's just because like blue can look like it can be very different depending on what kind of shade of blue it is.
Yeah.
So it can be like cool and calm, or it can look like when the sky's like a really dark blue and
Evil.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that long time.
What's your favourite shade of blue?
I like royal blue.
He's got all the names as well.
He had the Crayola set as a child.
I work with paint a lot, don't I? So
Yeah.
like I could have brought out like weird things like Tempest blue and stuff like that,
Oh.
which are paint shades in the Wilco range of paint.
For all your paint needs,
I don't. That's my awareness.
find us at Wilco's.
And the last question.
I thought there were two.
Yeah, is there a last
Oh,
another one?
were there only two?
Oh, yeah, I
We
only
had three before.
Did I? Yeah, but
Oh, you'll have to make it up now.
yeah, but because there's the second timers, I thought we'll just give them two.
No, but he's already said now for the last
Yeah.
question, so he's got to come up with one himself.
Make one up then.
No pressure on you. All on him.
Would you rather fuck a cat or a dog?
Pardon? What?
Would you rather fuck a cat or a dog? If you was in a situation...
He asked me this in the car. On the way here, I'm like,
With a gun pointed to your head, it's like, you got a cat there or a dog, you have to fuck one. Which
What?
one?
What have we done to get into the situation
Yeah.
where we've got somebody pointing a gun at us, asking this question?
You've pissed someone off.
because
about
this is what
colours.
I was saying in the car. I'm like, there's a lot of things I have to think about here. And I was like, are the cat and dog privy to the situation? Are they going to enjoy the sex?
Yeah.
Or are they,
The willing.
Gonna be,
the willing animals.
you know, resistant to the approach that I'm making? You know? There's a lot of variables when fucking a cat and dog in this scenario. And this is why I shouldn't have asked this question.
That's a bad question.
Redo.
Draw fuck.
No cat and dog fucking.
Oh no.
I came up with two banging questions, and you're just there being shit Tony Hawks.
Who is your, like, which celebrity is your, like, guilty pleasure? Like, you find, like, attractive?
Oh, it's Nicki Minaj. Oh, I do terrible things to her.
She's very
Jesus.
quick.
I'm ashamed of the
He
things
had
I
that
do to
one
her.
primed and ready.
I can't remember the actress's name, but she was in. Oh my god, my brain's killing me. I can't remember the show's name now,
So we know it's television.
but I can tell you, you'll know it, right? So it's a guy who's done a lot of bad things to people, and he's trying to make it better.
My name is Earl.
Yeah, what's her name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what's her name?
Oh, it's Jamie Presley.
Her.
With a big old titties.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's her, Margot Robbie, and is it Samara?
Samara
Samara.
Weaving.
Yeah, I'm like, they all look almost the same to me.
I'm going to answer this question too, and it's
Daniel Day-Lewis.
close. Daniel Radcliffe. No.
Tom Holland.
No.
It's tight little ass.
It's got a tight little ass.
Tobey Maguire.
No, it's one of the Kardashians. Which one is it?
Chloe.
Kim?
Courtney.
The one who was married to Scott Disick.
I don't know. Chloe, I think.
So,
It's Chloe or Courtney.
It's weird to hear you saying Scott without saying our in front of that name.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever heard Scott come out of your mouth is when it's preceded by our.
Or at our Scots. Yeah, but not in that picture. Jesus Christ.
that's supposedly Courtney.
Courtney.
Courtney Kardashian.
Courtney Kardashian, then.
Yeah.
I believe she's the eldest Kardashian. Yeah, that one. Not in that picture.
Jesus. What about Scott, though?
Scott Disick.
Well, they were fun questions, weren't they?
Yon weren't. Fucking cat fucking... Jesus wept, man. We've got the 3 questions for future 2-timers, though.
Yeah.
We didn't ask Judge Fudge because we don't like her.
No. I might come think of any.
And we didn't. I just made this up in the car.
Harry Pineapple.
Yes. You're a man.
Sure.
You like parlour games.
Sure.
That's got nothing to do with it. But you like conspiracy theories.
Oh, who doesn't?
You know, I know these boys do. Mr. Notes a lot of her here. You know,
I've been known to like.
we've done fan theories. You know, with Grandad Dick on the Mandalorian episode. So I thought let's open up the spectrum a little bit and include everything. You know, so let's just have a general discussion, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Who wants to fire away? Shall we let
I think he's raring to
Notes a
go,
lot
isn't he?
go? Shall we?
It's up to you if you want me to go first or last.
I mean,
In between, it'll be weird because everybody else I feel will have like a short section and then followed by me and then somebody else that's got a short section.
we'll go you first. You know, get the.
Okay, so this is going to bounce all over quite a lot, so stick with me here. Because it's a conspiracy theory. If it don't bounce all over, it's probably not a good conspiracy theory, is it? Because there's not enough holes for you to try and poke.
No.
You have to make it dirty, don't you? Still thinking about cats and dogs.
Cat dog.
Right, so 3,000... You don't have to apologise, it just took me off guard a bit. So 3,000 years ago, there were an hieroglyph carved, right, in ancient Egypt. Okay, now...
You got a picture of it?
Yeah, of course I do. So to show you, I'm going to show you guys it. Obviously the pod won't see it, but you guys will see and be able to describe what you're seeing. So I'll show it to Mr. Pineapple first.
A helicopter and the spaceship.
And then what's above that?
Some kind of car.
It's like a tank.
Oh yes, it has the
barrel.
thing there. Yeah.
The Tony.
I see a helicopter. That looks like a boat.
It looks a bit like a landing boat from World War II or something like that, doesn't it?
Mm.
Because of the angles of it.
There's some kind of spaceship planey thing. I don't know what all this fucking shit is.
That's hieroglyph. You're not supposed to understand hieroglyphs. If you understood hieroglyphs, I'd be very amused.
Yeah, I've seen this one before. It's a good one.
Yeah, so that is carved from 3,000 years ago.
Photoshop.
No, it is on display in like a Spanish museum.
Yeah.
Because it weren't just us, the English, that stole a load of stuff.
No, we did not.
We just borrowed a lot, and then other countries also did it. So it's in Spain, right?
Mm.
So the lead things about how that could have happened is some people say it's time travel, which obviously is incorrect.
Have you seen Endgame?
Greatest Marvel film.
What?
Yeah,
So-
serious.
Time travel it can't be time travel because that's just stupid. That's a stupid idea. What it actually is,
Oh.
I'm telling you the fact, right? Have you ever heard of a thing called ayahuasca?
No.
The drug.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
What's happening?
Yeah.
So ayahuasca or DMT, right?
Heard of DMT before.
Yeah, so they're basically the same thing.
Right.
It's a really strong hallucinogenic drug. So what that does, people believe that when you take that, it removes the filter from your brain from what you're seeing in reality, so you can see more than what you normally would, because your brain filters out all the stuff that you won't be able to comprehend, just because we can't as people do that.
I've listened to Steve O talk about this.
So when people take ayahuasca, it's been known that when multiple people take it in like a group, they'll all see the same thing. Now normally, if people like get drunk or whatever, like they'll have their own experiences. Like when you get drunk, you might start like reminiscing about school or whatever. And then when somebody else might get drunk, they might start thinking about something completely different. So everybody always is different on it. But with this, when people are in groups, they have said to have had the same experience and see the same things, and like somebody approaching them and talking to them as a group, like one thing, and it's like something that can't be identified, and they don't know what it is, but it's talking to them as a group, right? So that is believed to be opening a dimension, basically, to interdimensional beings. But because of how easy it is, these are evil interdimensional beings. The good ones are difficult to get in contact with because they don't want to interfere in free will, right?
Right.
Told you it's going to be a journey. Right? So this has been like going on for like thousands and thousands of years. Like if you look in any kind of civilization, there's always like shamans, druids, prophets, priests that like get toked out their head and start spouting nonsense, don't they? Right. So one famous thing about it is Hitler had witches. I don't know if you know about it.
Well, I don't know about Hitler's witches now.
So he had a coven of witches. That used to like do sacrifices, blood token, just all this kind of weird, crazy shit.
The more you find out about Hitler, the more you like him, don't you?
He was an odd fella.
He likes his occult stuff.
Yeah, he loved occult stuff, and he had a coven of witches who'd like try and predict what was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, guide him.
You never seen Raiders, mate? They're after the Ark, aren't they? He loves all that bollocks.
Yeah. So what some theories are around about that are that these witches, when took ayahuasca and DMT and things like this, and started interfacing with these evil like aliens, essentially, to get more secrets and learn more to try and do better in their war efforts. So one of the things that they were told about, according to their theories, this is what they believe, was that they were given plans for spaceships, UFOs and things like this.
Jesus.
And that's why the Nazi scientists were far more advanced than any other country during World War II. Because if you look at the comparison between Nazi Germany and the Russians, English and Americans, they were all far behind compared to the Nazis. So then when World War II ended, there's a famous thing that a lot of people know about, which is Operation Paperclip, which is where a bunch of Nazi scientists went to America.
Yeah.
Operation Paperclip was one of the small operations that happened. There were other operations, which was transferring Nazi scientists to America. So Operation Paperclip was around 1,200 scientists that moved from Nazi Germany to America. But in total, the conservative estimate is around 34,000
Jesus.
Nazi scientists went from
There's a lot of people.
Germany to America. And the majority of them work in NASA.
Yeah.
So I can't remember the guy's name, like von der Bremer or something like that. He was like the head of NASA for a long time, and he like oversaw all the space missions, like all the moon landings and stuff like that. So he was like a really smart guy, and he knew all about space flight and shuttles and stuff when he came over. And then there was another branch of NASA scientists that went to Russia, and they started working with them. And if you ever look at like the difference between American space shuttles and Russian space shuttles, there's like a big difference in what they look like, and the way that when in the space race, the Russians weren't actually trying to go to the moon. The theory was that they were trying to create a space plane that could drop bombs across America from a higher altitude. So it couldn't be basically tracked, located and shot down because it was out of orbit. So it was out of the atmosphere, so planes couldn't be able to get to it from America. So it was going to carpet bomb America. And it's a lot smaller than the normal shuttle, but it looks really similar. And that's why, because it was designed for that reason, to destroy parts of America. So with the occult stuff that Hitler was into, that's like linked to a lot of human sacrifice and stuff like that. And that was also present in like different societies throughout history. Like always are about human sacrifice, like Aztecs, Mayans and stuff like that. But one of the worst places for human sacrifice was the Aztecs did it a lot. So they had a reconsecration of an ancient temple. I'm going to try and pronounce it, but it will go horribly wrong. Tenochtitlan?
Yeah.
I know you were going to just do that.
I believe it's Tenochtitlan. So the estimates for how many people sacrificed there was 80,000 across 4 days.
Jesus.
That's a lot of
Fucking
people.
hell, man.
How do you sacrifice 80,000 people? Logistically?
The way that they did it was they had... I'm glad you asked. Good question.
They put them in showers, didn't they?
Oh, no.
No. They normally at the top of these like pyramids and temples, they have a single altar, which is where the sacrifices were done. But for this, they built another 3. So there was 4 in total, where they would bring them up, sacrifice them, and then
Chuck
roll them
them
down
off.
the side.
Yes.
And then they were all rolled down the side around the edges as a consecration.
Surely that's going to build up and you're not going to be able to push them down anymore. They're just going to be...
Well, there was 4 priests at the top that were doing it, and then people at the bottom taking the bodies away while they were forcing the people up.
Right.
That's fucking...
How did
That's
80
fucked, isn't it?
How did,
80,000 people can surely overpower 4 priests.
that's what I was just about to say. Surely you'd be like, that's a small army you've got there. I mean, it's not even a small army.
They were like...
Weak.
Were they willing?
That's the thing. They were people believe they were either willing or they were drugged. So they don't know if they were willing to do it as like
my
a...
dates.
Oh no!
Because they used to sell them dreams to say that they would be in... when they get sacrificed, their consciousness would be bound with Quetzalcoatl, I think it is, which is the flying serpent god that they believed in.
Yes.
So they sold them dreams of saying that like, they would be bound with their consciousness. So a lot of people willingly sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
So it's either that or they were like prisoners essentially and sacrificed in that way. So they couldn't escape. So yeah, I'll leave it there because I've got some stuff about. I know somebody's got something at the bottom of this, so I'll just add it onto their discussion if they ask questions.
I mean, that's a deep dive, right?
Hi guys, Tony the Pony here. I interrupt this amazing episode with some horrible news. Due to the booming aggressiveness of Grandad Dick's voice, he has somehow broken the sound barrier and fucked the frequency of sounds and such, which have caused some technical problems. As a result, there will be no small pineapples for this episode, as we have lost over 2 hours of recording time. To be honest, you didn't miss much from this week, as there were little news but many trailers that I didn't watch, neither did the analyst. However, the good news is the full pineapple and the rest of the show from there on is still intact. So, without further ado, we shall proceed. Should we get on to
Yeah, let's get on to it, shall we?
the big pineapple of this week's episode is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remake.
Yeah.
What were your things? for
Proceed.
this? I mean, it's short.
Proceed.
What do you mean proceed? How are we doing it?
Like we do everything.
Pros, cons.
Pros, cons.
No,
Bill.
first of all, no cons.
No cons.
What was your other things for it?
I don't remember.
Save them.
A general comparison to the originals,
Hmm.
you know, and then just overview, I guess.
I've got
Alright, okay.
from your notes thing pros, cons, general comparison, and then overall view, then rating.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Can't wait for your rating.
Of him, I'd give him about 1 out of 7.
Zero.
I'm going to say that's generous. Who wants to go first with pros?
We'll let the guests just go first. You know, obviously we'll jump in and out of each other.
My pros for this one really big time nostalgia. Just like
Yeah.
I think we said when we first got the demo, that drop in into
Yeah.
warehouse. Ooh, what
Just
year is this?
Rushes over you.
Oh, yeah. The soundtrack is
Belting,
Black Sound,
yeah.
Gorilla Radio. Not that gorilla. I just can't spell gorilla.
What do you mean, not that gorilla?
It's gorilla as in like fight, guerrilla warfare.
GUE,
Yeah.
not GOR.
During your podcast, I suggested during the live stream, I suggested turning on stream. I called it Gorilla Radio, as in monkey gorilla.
Wakandans.
No.
There's that guy who's a monkey man.
Mbaku.
Mbaku.
Well,
Babatunde.
Carry on.
it's a really well done remake, innit? Like it's clean. There's no point of this where I go, oh, it wasn't like this in the original. I mean, there are a couple of bits.
The railing warehouse is a different colour.
I mean, that's the other thing. I mean,
It was red, it's now green.
I'm pretty sure. Did you play Tony Hawk's too much as a kid?
Yes, that's all I played.
Yeah.
I played that and like Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Hangar wasn't originally that clean, was it? I always feel like it was like the same kind of style as Warehouse, like just run down and a shithole.
No, I think it was quite clean.
Was it?
I think so.
So I've got sworn as well that, like in this one of the ramps is like a folded up plane. In the old one, it was like a just beat up Spitfire. Could be
Clearly
wrong.
don't remember the one. Yeah, but I was young when I played those. You were like in your teens, 20s, 30s.
Wow.
Dead?
I mean, it's both games in one, really. It could have gone. They
They're
could have.
not fucking out there, aren't
They
they?
could have cashed in a win HD remaking Tony Hawk's 1 and then still charged the same amount.
Yeah, and then remade two
Two,
next year.
Yeah.
And just charged the same amount again and doubled up on price.
Yeah.
It's alright, isn't it? I always preferred this series of games to Skate. Just because Skate my pea brain can't handle twiddling around an analog stick to make it do stuff. I just can't do it right, and it frustrates me. So I never liked them. I always preferred these, and I played most of them. I never played that shit one where you actually stood on a skateboard. I didn't go that far. Look at his face, he don't remember that, does he?
Called Ride or something
I think
stupid
so.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, do you not remember it?
No.
Yeah, this older peripheral skateboard that you stood on and then like tilt and
Oh,
lean to
yeah.
do tricks.
Yeah,
Basically,
I
it's
do,
snowboard.
Yeah, it's a snowboard because it don't have wheels. So
Yeah.
it just looked weird. And then,
Downhill Jam though. The game,
so
not the level.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I played 1 and 2 a lot, and I probably think I played 3 more than either of the other 2. But it is like very good compared to the other remake that they did, the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD, because I foolishly bought that, which has now been removed from Steam because of how bad it is. But I did buy that, and I have played it. And it just doesn't work well at all. Grinding doesn't work, landing tricks don't work. So I was just scared that it was going to be this exact same when they remade it for this, and it was just going to be really clunky and janky and like difficult to land anything. Even if unless you were perfectly straight and get a perfect landing, you just fly off and shit. I thought that was going to happen.
The first HD remake was the one that had all the big drop mechanics from like the later ones on.
Oh yeah.
In the first game, where you were supposed to be able to, some of the lines just involved big drops, and then they introduced this mechanic where if you fell too far, you just you got fucked in.
On Downhill Jam, there's a bit where you've got to go up the ramp and grind across one of the 3 rails. I think that gets you the tape.
Yeah.
There's like 3 rails on top of a large pillar of rock. In the HD remakes, after you come off that pillar, the only thing you can do is fall to your death and smash into the ground because it's a big drop and there's nowhere else to go. You have to fall the big drop. So in that map, you just fly over, smash into the ground and kill yourself.
Right.
So I'm just glad that they didn't introduce that crap mechanic, and it just feels clean. Like doing tricks feels
It's smooth,
rewarding.
innit? Yeah.
It feels good.
Very.
Positives.
Me?
Yeah.
Good, innit?
Can't take my line.
I did though. I did. No, I like the fact that they've aged up the original cast of skaters. You know, the roster.
Yeah.
I like the inclusion of a new generation of skateboarders. Except from Letitia Buffoni, because I have personal reasons that I hate her.
Went out for a drink once and she left him with Tab.
She didn't trip you up, did she?
No.
I'm not for this. We'll get him on the podcast to discuss that day in full.
Backhead spec.
Yeah. I like the inclusion of the newer generation, you know, as well as the aged up originals. I like the way it looks. Everything looks pretty in this game.
Yeah.
It's lovely to look at. Not Letitia Buffoni though, because she's a bitch.
So,
I like the new additions to the soundtrack. I think they add a nice little layer to the nostalgia, you know, for the newer folks, the young uns, like yourself. You know, I like the challenges that they've added. It adds a little bit more depth compared to the originals, you know, way back when. Because I've been blasting through them and getting stressed, trying to get combos on certain gaps and stuff. You know, that's stressful. I like the addition of speedruns and stuff, you know, doing all the things in a certain time. That stresses me out, but I enjoy it.
what things stress you out about skating?
Yeah, I get stressed with this game, but I love it. Just Rodney Mullen, he's a plus point in it for anything. Just put him in any game and I'll get an extra mark. It's just
Because you are a mark.
for Rod. It's just really fun to play, and you know, I just felt like I was 6 again, playing it for the first time. And you need that sometimes when you're getting on, to remember that it's just really good. I really like playing it.
Jack Black's in it.
He is.
Mm.
Not unlocked him yet, though, have I?
Have you not?
No.
Come on, man.
I know.
I think 100% did it.
Not all the fucking things. Done all the stuff, but not all the challenges. Like 700 and fucking odd.
Is that what you have to do to get him?
There's like a certain branch of the
Right.
challenges that you have to do to unlock him.
Who do you play as the most?
Do I play as most?
Apart from your created character.
Well, each character has their own set of challenges, so I've been
Right.
working through them all. But if I was to pick, it'd be Rodney Mullen.
What about you?
Chad Musker.
What about you?
Tony.
The
pony.
The Hawk.
Oh.
It's got Riley Hawking as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bit of nepotism, gotta love it.
He's a good skateboarder.
They're
Isn't
both
he?
funny.
Yeah, but it's always gonna linger in it.
Yeah,
They're both on an episode of Trailer Park Boys.
never heard of it.
Good series.
Oof, I've been watching too much. My pros. I don't own this game, so I played like half an hour at yours this morning.
If that.
If that, yeah.
Said he would get in here at 11, and when did he turn up? Not 11.
It's a Hopkinson thing. Can't keep it.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It does play smooth, to be fair.
Not when you're
If you-
fucking controlling it. It plays like the jankiest fucking thing ever when you're doing
No, I'm
it.
saying like you're grinding and you're actually grinding on something. Don't throw you off like a fucking thing, you know. I'm more of an underground guy myself.
Yeah, Underground is banging.
Yeah.
Were Underground the ones where you could get off the board
Yeah.
and run around like a chicken?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the fact that they've
No wonder it
got
likes
reverts and manuals in and stuff from they've added some of the later stuff into this.
Sorry.
No, that was me finished.
So originally, like, I don't know when I played originally, like getting you go up a half pipe before, I didn't think you could like come out of it and go wherever.
You mean spine transfer?
Yeah. Did they add that in the original 2?
No.
I think
They added manuals in 2
Yeah.
or 3.
It was in 2.
They added revert in 2 or 3.
Plays Wolverine in 3.
I'm pleased for you, mate.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man was in 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is he in?
That's
it's
more
not
in
missed
it,
too.
wasn't it?
He's in one of them.
What's the like special characters of this one?
Officer Dick, Alien, some kind of alien,
Mm.
and the Ripper, which is the Peralta logo thing, which I got for getting the deluxe edition.
Right, is that it? Shit game, innit? Should we get into cons? My pros were the best pros I've ever done, I think.
You've been not professional, mate.
Con-wise, the biggest con for me, I'm not gonna lie, it's the multiplayer.
Gone my thunder.
Yeah, it just... I mean, if we sat down and we could probably in half an hour come up with better multiplayer modes and implementations of the one that they have.
It just feels half-arsed. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, there's no kind of ranking that you could tell. Like, there's no way to say who's better than who. So it just chucks you in with a bunch of neeks who, like...
800,000 combo in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, so one of the game modes is who's the first to get this combo score. So you just get some people who just go straight to where they know to go to,
What's your
bust out a
fun
combo in like 5 seconds and end the round while
I'm
everybody
really
else
good.
while everybody else is still trying to find their way to a rail or something,
Yeah.
or trying to find a ramp. Somebody else has already gone off at a million miles an hour because they've got a better upgraded character than anybody else. Fly over
That's
to
a
it.
bit.
In multiplayer, everyone's maxed out.
Are they?
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, I said it better be like that or else I'll be kicking off big time.
Everyone's maxed out in multiplayer.
So yeah, everybody else doesn't know really. Well, everybody else, me and Grandad Dick didn't know where the best place to get.
Neither did I. I
a
played
score.
it the same amount of time as you guys.
No, you played demo a lot as well though,
Yeah, on Warehouse.
and already flan through more of the campaign than what we had because you were off that day.
Yeah, I was
to
at
play
work
it.
and like, I was like,
So
oh
when we
yeah,
came
these
back-
levels are great. I'm like,
Yeah, you'd completed Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 by the time like we'd come home from work. So let's get that right, first of all. So it just chucks you into a map, and then one of the game modes is who can get like 100,000 points score in a combo first.
Yeah.
So somebody just goes over and just does a billion grab moves onto a rail, spans a bunch of buttons to change what grind stance they're doing, jumps off, lands it, they win. And that can sometimes take like 20 seconds at most. Like it can be really short.
Depending on the level, yeah.
Yeah, so it can be really short.
What, when it stopped it?
And then that's the round
reset?
over.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's another
no,
game next
I'm
round.
done.
Then you go to the next game
I
type.
played it.
Then you go to the next game type, which is who can score this score.
yeah, not combo,
Not-
just get there.
Yeah, just got to
Mark
get to a
over
score.
here. No.
In all fairness, there's a couple of times where Ryan's got shit on by
Another neek.
But yeah,
Another neek in lobby.
What's a neat?
A proper nerdy geek. Somebody who takes it too far, who's just like all in on it.
Right, so I enjoy something.
No,
And that makes
no,
me
no,
a
no.
neek.
No. It's like no life in it and like
Yeah, it's true.
just doing nothing but that. And on first day when it come
falling down
out,
a FIFA hole.
obviously you'd been like playing all day, so you pretty much that's the most neek you could be at that game at that point. So you were a neek. You can't say you weren't
I don't
because
know
you
what
played
a
it
neek
since
is.
release time, not even day. Release time, released second.
I played
Until
it at
we
11.
come out.
It got released at 11 o'clock at night on the 25th third or whatever it was. I played only half an hour then because I was tired.
And then you went to bed and woke up and started playing it.
Yeah, I
we
did.
went to bed before it came out, and then went to work, and then when we came home, played it. So yeah, you'd play it a lot more. But that's what Neeking Out is for it. It's like just
You're a
being,
big neek, aren't you?
Neek.
yeah.
You're a
So-
Mark and a neek.
It's just people who just like rate good and want to try and show off to a bunch of people who've played it for 5 minutes is what is on in the online version. So we went in and he'd get beat sometimes by somebody who's just like fucking got no life, and it's just like sort your senna out, take your piss bottle to the kitchen, pour it down the sink or something, and just go and smell a girl or something. Go out and do something, for the love of God. But if you can beat him, who's been on it since it came out, you've got something wrong with you. You need social interaction. I know you're not supposed to.
Can you not have like your private?
No, that's
No,
not-
yeah, that is in my list.
You
Of
can't just like have us three chilling, just doing a fun game mode. So graffiti is probably one of the more fun game modes in it, because every other thing is just get to a score quickest.
Score points or do
Yeah.
this in a
Yeah,
certain
it's-
order.
Who can do the biggest combo is pretty much what it all boils down to.
Who can get the biggest combo in a certain amount of time? Who can get the biggest combo first? Who can get the highest overall score in a certain amount of time? Who can get to the high score first? Graffiti.
I think
Yeah,
graffiti is
so-
who can get the highest combo over the most amount of things.
Yeah, so like 4 of them are pretty much won by who can do the biggest combo quickest. Because if you do the biggest combo, then you just score the most points. You get to the you can tick all those 4 boxes if you can just start the game, bust out a sick combo for 30 seconds, and then land it. You basically just win any of those 4. But then the 5th one, graffiti, is you've got to do the big combo, but you've got to do it over loads of terrain. So you've got to like go up one ramp, grind on the rail, go on another place, jump off a box, all this kind of stuff.
What's it got to do with graffiti?
So when you
You paint the ramp or piece of
Rail
equipment
or
that
whatever.
you've done the trick on.
So if you go up a ramp and do like a kickflip, and then land it, it'll turn it to your colour, whatever colour you've been assigned for that round. But then if somebody does like 2 kickflips, they take over it and that turns to their colour.
I thought it'd be like tagging stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of is,
Essentially.
but on like ramps, rails, boxes, anything you can do a trick off,
Kickers.
it's all
You
like,
wouldn't, you wouldn't
can
know
paint it.
that though, would you? Because
You jump
earlier
over the kickers.
You were jumping over the kickers instead of using them to get air, weren't you? You're just like, no, mate.
It's more impressive if a guy can jump over a kicker
Is it?
on a skateboard than go up it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, the multiplayer like you say.
It's
And I'm just a bit disappointed that there's not like more
Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Wolverine.
just fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
Having fun stuff in it would be more fun.
Another pro for me, actually. I'm a big fan of the
Wrong
Creator
phones,
Park stuff.
I didn't touch on that.
I spent a lot of time in that. I created mostly narratives rather than actual parks.
You're a neek.
That's not being a neek. That's just being Ryan.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, just like, because there was this plant monster, and then there's just like this lamp and a vent and a dumpster, and it's called The Mystery. You should search it out and go on it. And then the description, I just put Solve the Mystery.
I did a little bit of the park builder and freaked out
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because essentially you can put different ramps next to each other and you can pick like different widths of the ramp. So if you've got like a grid space that's like 4 grids wide, you'll have to use like a 3 and a 1 to make it up, or 2 2s, whatever. So I would use the 3 and a 1, so 3 wide and a 1 wide next to each other to make it so it was like a slope up onto a box. But the 3 wide and the 1 wide have slightly different heights by like a bee's dick difference. But when you're looking at it, you can see it. It don't make a difference when you ride up it and there's no lip there, but you can just see it, and that just feels really lazy to me. That it's just pixels off, and they were, because you can change how high they are, but they were both flat on the ground. So one was designed and put into the game as slightly higher in like millimeters. That's a bit lazy. They've put so much polish into so much other areas of the game, and then that's just
And I don't know if this was in any of the older games, but in the Creator they've got things called smart boxes and stuff now where you can change all the aspects of different things, which is
It
pretty
wasn't.
cool.
that they weren't. That is a really good addition.
Like,
Smart rails. And
yeah,
stuff
I've
is
just
good.
got a rail and making a snake. I'm just like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Change all the vertices and stuff and just make them weird looking and shit.
Make
Whereas-
a dick.
I almost did make a dick, but then, I got involved in the plant creature scenario.
Yeah, in the old ones, it was just like you can have a straight, a high straight, a low to high straight, a right angle curve, a smooth curve. There you go. That's your rails.
Try and make a dick out of that,
Get in
boys.
there. Whereas in this, you can just like go around and just like put a point here and a point here and a point here, and it just builds the rail for you as you go. And then as you make it like a tighter curve, it tightens the rest of it behind it to make it so it looks normal, so it's not just freaky, exact, perfect right angle.
Yeah, and you can do that with rails, ramps, half pipes, boxes, any of that stuff. I was like, it's cool. It's a cool little.
You can do it with stairs as well.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm a fan of it. What I'm not a fan of is one of the challenges being booked, so I can't get it.
What's that?
Enter someone's park that's got more than 1,000 upvotes, and it's just booked for everyone. I've been online and looked, and everyone's like, "Yeah." I'm just like, "Give it me! It's the last one I need in the Creator Park fucking challenge set.
Right.
Like, just give me the fucking thing." But no, it's not. It's not getting me. I keep trying, but
Just try every day. Don't bother reading any patch notes or anything like that or any updates. Just try it every day.
yeah. I believe we're on the analysts.
I agree with what is.
I've got another one.
No, let's do it.
Like the remake is extremely true to both original games, but when you compare it to like what modern games are now, I feel like there's not a like the Tony Hawk's games haven't aged too well with what's actually in them. Like you've got both the first and second game in here, but you play a level and you've played the entire game. It's just I know obviously I enjoy playing the different levels, but there wasn't much.
But that's why I think the addition of the challenges has gave it a bit more depth.
I can't agree.
But
with
I do
what you're saying,
agree. What? Yeah.
Because that's why I like the underground ones, because you're trying to build your skate park by nicking stuff from City.
Oh, that's thingy in American Wasteland.
That one.
Yeah.
So I count that in that underground stuff. It's all quite
it came after Underground 2.
similar in it. Yeah. So that one, I quite like that aspect of like there's a story behind it of like you're going around pinching stuff for your skate park. I think if they put something like that in it, where it wasn't as railroaded as Wasteland, where like you've got to get this ball and it goes here, you get this ramp and it goes here. If you could like go around the original 1 and 2 maps and like if you scored a combo over helicopter, you could put that into your story mode one, and then that goes in with the Creator Park thing where you could go to people's story mode Creator Parks when they could all be different then with the same kind of pieces. So like you can get the half pipe from Warehouse and you could get the rails that go over each other from the mall one, stuff like that, and just put them in different places and see what people do with them. I think that could have been really interesting.
Is the campaign like? Is there like no campaign?
The campaign is collect to tape, collect skate,
the exact
get
same
points from 1 and 2.
It just feels kind of really bare bones nowadays compared to how like modern games are.
99, perfectly.
Oh yeah,
on a little CD-ROM in your square case.
Yeah.
In your PlayStation 1.
Yeah, perfectly serviceable. Back then.
Yeah.
Could they have like added a little narrative, or would it have just been like, oh, I've got to just skip this to get what I want to get to?
That's what I'm saying. Like in Wasteland, you skip most. I did anyway. Skip most of the conversation. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that I was making my own park with the shit that I'm getting from the city. They could easily have done something like that. Like you've got to go to these competitions and win points and stuff, and then they'll give you the blueprints for it. It doesn't have to be like deep. You don't have to be doing this to get prize money to save your sister who's got leukemia. It doesn't have to be that deep. Just like something to make it make sense.
Like, you look at the evolution of the games up to like American Wasteland, the Underground series. Like I know they can't. It's kind of pro and the con really. It's double-edged swords. They're extremely faithful to what they were. Yeah. But then you get to the American Wasteland ones and your Underground ones. The Underground ones like. The levels had the stuff you could do that would like vastly change the level, and by staying as faithful as it is, it's taking a step back from some of the cooler stuff that could have been. I think which they couldn't really have put in.
Their target audience, of course, is us.
The nostalgia.
They played it safe, haven't they? Because if they did add a narrative and everything in it,
people who really like the classics would kick off like, this isn't 1 and 2, really.
Yeah. Same time, modern gaming,
it's vastly different than it was 21 years ago.
Exactly.
In such a short space
give them
of
a
time.
gun while you're skating. There you go.
Ridge Racer is very different to Forza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that for a good reason. Ridge Racer did its job back in the... You don't remember Ridge Racer, do you? Straight over his head. Could see the glazed over.
Yeah.
Fucking old people.
An old racing game, basically, for the PlayStation 1. But now, like, if they remade that, they'd have to do so much more to it. Yeah. They couldn't just release Ridge Racer HD.
Yeah. It's bare bones, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost like an arcade game where it's just like race to end, put your 3-letter score name in,
Yeah.
just try and spell swear words.
I think that's why they had to put Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 in there, because
Yeah,
I think if you
they
release
had
Tony
to.
Hawk's 1, you'd have to be like have a 15 or less price point to sell it.
There's no way they could have sold it for 40 quid.
No. Even though I still think it's somewhat high for what you kind of get.
I paid 50 quid, mate.
You did.
Just to get the Ripper that I don't use.
You wanted Rodney Mullen's
I
alternate costume.
wanted Rodney Mullen's alternate costume. I play him as a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
You got him, Tony Hawk, and Steve Caballero, like
Yeah.
old costumes, and the Ripper for the extra tenner. I believe that's it.
Cosmetics, eh?
I mean, the base price point I still think is a bit high for it.
Yeah, I agree. So,
That's all my cons, by the way, pretty much.
I concur.
and his name's
Well, we've
Connor
done
as
some
well.
comparing as well, haven't we? Really?
Smushed it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to?
It's got Letitia Buffoni in. I'm not a fan of Letitia Buffoni. And we need more Rodney Mullen, just in life.
Why has it not got that young Asian kid in?
Oh, because he's like 12.
Yeah.
They had a young one in one of the other ones.
Yeah, I know, you know.
You had the disabled kid in Underground too.
Timmy.
They could have a 12-year-old, didn't he?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
skeleton
I don't-
It's not like
one
anyone
too as well.
I don't
they're
think
fucking
I don't
knobbing
think
off
he-
over it.
I don't think he's a pro.
So?
All the people who are in it are professional skateboarders, not amateurs.
Tony Hawk's
So?
pro skater.
So
He's
they
on
don't-
YouTube, he's basically pro.
Not
No,
Tony
okay.
Hawk's little Asian.
Fine, if I give him a
skater.
tenner, then he's pro because he's been paid for his
Then he
work.
can be in it then.
I should have phoned me up, shouldn't I? Dickhead. Because he seems really good.
He's yeah.
He should be in it.
Yeah. Yes.
Up and
They
coming.
might release amateurs packs,
Maybe.
Joe, do we reckon they'll do DLC and stuff?
cosmetics.
I mean, I would
Maybe
be
some
kind of
additional-
annoyed if they asked me for more money for other stuff. Because we were just
You
talking
specific.
about...
It could be if they released any like free.
If there is free stuff, I'm all up in that. But I think if they were going, hey, do you want to pay another 10 quid for some more maps? I'd be like, you probably...
Yeah, but what about if you can get Darth Maul and make him
Yeah.
make his skateboards flow and stuff?
Yeah, they
like
should have put that in.
that.
They should have...
Yeah,
They should have put it in. I think...
What about
There
if they try and
might
pay for
be-
cheat codes?
There might be issues with having Darth Maul in though.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
What with Disney.
PlayStation 1 could have had the Spider-Man.
Yeah, they could have put Spider-Man in for the Sony one.
But yeah, my cons pretty much are the same as on the multiplayers. It's lacking. It's still fun to play for a little bit, brief period
If
of
you-
time.
I got to the stage where I wasn't very good at it and I basically got nothing
Because
done. So I was just skating around with friends,
the
but
one
you
we-
can't really interact with them.
The one we went on was like jams or something. There's another level which is just full of the
Neeks.
neeks. I went on it, man, and I was just like, phew, Jesus Christ.
I'm sure that in one of the Tony Hawks, there was one of the multiplayers where it was like tag. So when you
Yeah.
skate past somebody, you smack them over the head, they fall off
Yeah.
the board, and then
Yeah,
they've got to
yeah.
get back up and chase somebody else
Yeah.
down. Why can't that be in jams?
There's why isn't the horse? I mean, horse
The
was a good one.
horse is in the fucking.
Neat one.
It's in the
Is it?
fucking
Nerds story.
challenges, but
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
played it once. It's like, yeah, give 5 letters to a player or something. I'm like, I've never fucking had the opportunity to do
I
it.
think, is there some other playlist that we missed then? Because I
Well,
can't
yeah,
imagine a horse working in an 8-player.
Yeah, we played the casual one.
Yeah.
Like, it's just called Jams. And then what's the other one called?
It's like,
Pro Nerd Circuit.
yeah, somewhat stupid, yeah.
Can I have smaller lobbies then, or?
And it seemed like the same size.
That's the thing.
I just got
I
angry.
just wanted to play with you two and not all these
that's why
5
I-
other random knobheads.
That's why I thought Jams would be the one to play with friends.
And I couldn't.
But no.
I couldn't find any option for. We had a good look.
We'll
for-
have to get it on later and see if we can. Because if we can, then we'll blast out some things when we're in our respective homes where the game is. Not you. Don't own it.
No, I'd,
Can you remember when we said that I'd buy Tony Hawk's and we'd do it, and then you'd buy Avengers, and then you didn't buy Avengers?
there's a good reason for that though.
Why? I bet it's garbage.
Looks shit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I pre-ordered
You were
Tony
gonna buy
Hawk's
Tony
before
Hawk's.
it came out.
yeah, but Avengers looked
'Cause
shit
you're
before it
in
came out. And Tony Hawk's looked good before it came out.
If I can get million point combos, mate, I'm gonna get me a million point combo.
That I'm struggling to like get a revert into a manual with any kind of speed to not just like sit there manually in one spot.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, well, I can't get to anywhere. And then I find one on one map where I can go from one ramp across, manual all the way back, get on a rail.
You were
and
blasting
then
that out, weren't you?
rail speed abuse, because when you grind on a rail, you ups your speed massively compared to when you're just on the ground. So I'm like limping to this rail, barely moving, and then jump on it, fly across it, go up a ramp, come back down, revert, manual, back on rail. Just keep doing that That's the only way I could score
That
any
was
points
one of
at
the
all.
skate park levels.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
the actual like comp looking levels.
It's the only one I could do any kind of points on it. And the rest of them are just crap.
There's a really good part in there actually that I found. It's a really small half pipe. It's so close you don't need to manual to keep the thing going. It just does it with a revert.
Oh.
So you can just keep going for like 5 minutes. It's great. I've been on that game.
I know, yeah.
So my cons are pretty much multiplayer related. Letitia Buffoni.
Mine's a Spider-Man.
I mean, yours should be just that you can't play.
I got alright towards the end.
No, because you were spinning both ways into the same like
Yeah, I don't know how
airtime.
Well, so you like did a 180 and then a 180 and then a 180 and then a 180.
And I didn't have a clue what were happening. It just made me a bit sad.
I landed it though.
It did land it.
How does that work in physics? Can you change your spin?
It's when you go,
Do you know what I mean? In real life, can you do that?
I don't think so. Well, this guy,
I mean, that should get you math points if you, like, just break physics.
you know.
quantum, mate.
But yeah, I like the addition of the leveling system as well to unlock stuff like cosmetics and logos and all that shit.
Boards.
Yeah, boards, create a park components, new things like that. Yeah. And another con actually is I realised when playing this game I'd not owned Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 like I thought I had. I must have just played it at everybody else's house because I didn't recognise half of it.
Well, this is the thing. I thought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was the one that I played most of, but the most of the maps I recognised were I recognised Hanger,
Yeah.
and everything else was the Tony Hawk's 1 maps. I'm like, I went to New York. I'm like, where's
Yeah,
this?
that's it. So I recognised Hanger,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, these are all the same. These are all the same map. So for that reason, those maps didn't really have as much nostalgic value for me. But that's just a me con, really, more than I did find them a bit samey as well. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 maps compared to there's like a vast array. Like you've got the ones that like Daniel John Mall, which are like a circuit, which I like.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any of that in 2. Mm-hmm. So it was a bit
Skate heaven.
too similar. You enjoyed that, didn't you?
No. Like Daniel John,
Yeah. It's a classic level.
a Nintendo Wii game.
I had it on the DS. I still own it on the
Yeah.
DS. I'm good at that game. Jesus. Not a great game.
It's fun though.
It's not. It's stressful in a bad way.
Any more comparing this?
Well, I think we've covered that pretty well.
Pretty much. I think the only thing really, at no point did I ever think the original ones were better. I mean, it's a great recreation of those games. Like, there was no point I was like, I wish I was playing the original. They just
It's taken everything that we know and love about them and
made it look nicer. And bring it, because it's
So it's
smooth.
got remake.
It's
overall.
been, it's been brought more modern, obviously, with the addition of games and games, music, and the new skaters and stuff. Sans Letitia Buffoni.
It's not a new game disguised as a remake.
No,
Here's a faithful remake.
Yeah, it's really good. Like,
so nostalgic.
one of the things I want to compare it to, right, is I don't know if this is a pro or a con business. Again, it's with the double-edged sword thing. Ratchet and Clank. I've just recently played the I don't know I think it's called remake. It's not a remaster of the first game. Now,
the one that we released alongside the film.
Yeah, and they've changed some stuff from that game. I'm like, this isn't how it used to be. This is a different gun. That's not happened in the story. Like in the original story, Clank was like a deathbot, wasn't he? And they turned it. There was a stage where he was a big robot and he walked around destroying things.
I don't know.
Well, like half of that's gone now, and they've rewritten some of the story, but they've changed it, but like definitely for the better. And I'm like, considering the stuff we were talking about before, where it felt like it was lacking in some aspects. Do you take the hit on this isn't the exact recreation of the old one? I know you're saying they've had challenges and stuff, but I think they could have done more to bring it in line with more modern games, which is what Ratchet and Clank did. It's like, we've changed this, the story's better, there's more guns, there's different, like, there's now tech trees in each gun, which wasn't it before. Yeah, it's not faithful to the original one, but it's added more than it's subtracted. I don't know, it comes back, it keeps bringing me back to is being so faithful to the original subtracting from what they could have done.
Yeah, because it could have just been faithful, but then added some extras as well.
Yeah, they could have.
It's like,
Yeah.
well, they added just like new skaters to it.
And challenges.
challenges,
Yeah.
And
And
it's
this
8-player multiplayer online.
which I think is definitely, for me, a big subtracting thing.
Or it might be a way to just get you to play with each other's pings.
we can only hope.
Do you want to go to ratings? Are you doing a little summary or?
No, let's. I feel we've covered it pretty much. We love the game, except from online.
Yeah, I mean, the originals were great. These are just the originals. They've not fucked it up, so
It could have been a shit show.
yeah.
What's your rating then?
I mean, let's go in order.
Can you give half points on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I originally had 5 out of 7 on here, but thinking about having played a bit more since I wrote these notes, I'll say I get that kind of hollow feeling compared to what I was maybe hoping for. So I'm going to go with 4.5 out of 7. So it's still pretty good, I think.
5, not doing any halves.
Oh,
5.
don't like halves.
Just losers marks, but online, like a lot for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you know anything about me in games,
Yeah.
I like my online games more than single player because
Yeah.
I feel any single player gets really hollow, like because it just don't feel like you've done anything good or worth it. Worth
Nothing
anything.
good.
It's not done out unless you've called. Like I said, I've said it before. Unless you usually get like a
Hate message.
a hate message for on PlayStation Live or whatever it is, PlayStation Online. I can't fucking remember its name. Unless you're getting those messages, you've not succeeded at a game, basically. So yeah, 5 because
You like the retaliation of others.
yeah, I like knowing that I've
They are
ruined somebody
fun
else's
to get,
day.
aren't they? They
Yeah.
are fun to get.
When you've ruined somebody else's day, you've made my day.
Wow.
Get them on Tekken quite a bit. Well,
You fucking meek Mark.
you know what I'm gonna do, don't you? It's inevitable. You know, I've played a lot more than these. I'm like deep into the challenges and stuff, and
Yeah.
and 7.
I mean, I can't fault you.
It's still Tony Hawk, you know.
Yeah, the list is twitching.
Very high, isn't it?
Actually, I guess it all depends what people want from games. Like, I know you like to go balls deep and complete things.
Yeah.
I like to just enjoy what, like, start to finish stuff, not like come back and
What you're
redo
just going
stuff.
to say, I like to enjoy the game.
No.
Yeah, he's already admitted like I'll get really stressed out at this bit. I get stressed out at this bit. I'm with him. I like enjoying my games.
I do. I like.
You do
I like
have to
complete.
complete them.
Yeah, you are a-
don't you?
You're a bit of a OCD geek.
I'm not. I'm probably the least unique man out of us four.
I love how this insult sounds a lot like the word Nick. The name Nick.
Oh, he's a big pedo, isn't he?
Pedo jeans.
Oh mate, pedo jeans. What a day.
Can you get him on the podcast?
No.
He'll try and touch us, won't
You have to make sure that one's online then. Just don't turn your cams on.
he?
You
Is
get
that
to give it
it?
a rating when you play the
I'll
now.
give it a 3.5.
It's a bit low.
It's in the middle, innit, of 7. Because I haven't played it.
4 in the middle because it's got 3 either side.
You could give it, if you give, the person can give noughts.
We did give naught to a certain film.
Is it Captain Marvel?
No, it was,
Should have been.
It was Mulan.
No one, yeah.
Because he gave it 1, and I was like, well, I'm not giving it 1, am I? And then he's like, can we do 1? So I'm like, for this we can. For this we can go to 0. Yes.
So, that's the big pineapple done. Should we get on to wrestling news?
Yeah, let's blast through this because we've been there for fucking
For
hours.
me, it's going to take long to
Oh my
edit
God.
this.
There's not a lot of wrestling news though, to be fair.
Dead.
Yep, Animal
Animal.
of one off of the Legion of Doom, the Road
Yeah.
Warriors, however you want to know him as, died at age 60 of natural causes. Died in his
Natural
bed
causes.
on his wedding anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, though. Legion of Doom, powerhouse bastards. They're just like picking people up.
Very recognisable.
Yeah, you know the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Richard probably does. He's old.
Oh, I wasn't really following wrestling when I was younger.
Because they didn't have it back then.
They did, I just didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
It was proper wrestling.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was still WWE.
Proper
catchers
wrestling.
can type stuff.
whoever
but-
can get their hand down front of
Yeah.
other person's shorts, which is a type of wrestling in Turkey.
It is.
Well,
But yeah, he's sadly dead. Animal. Great tag team. If you just go out and watch some Legion of Doom, Road Warriors stuff, man, they're in some good matches.
Retribution got revealed, didn't it?
Yeah, they have shit names, don't they?
Mm.
T-Bone and Mackie
Slackjaw, is it?
Slackjaw and oh fucking hell, and they came out with their masks and shit. Apparently it got laughed at a lot backstage by all the other wrestlers. So,
Jesus Christ.
How have... Oh, never mind.
what?
And they fuck everything up.
It's Vince.
Yeah, but how?
You tell me, mate.
He's stuck in the past, isn't he?
No, he's not, because they're still not doing
Slackjaw will be a good name.
the old good stuff.
Slackjaw. The women's names are going to be announced soon, I'd imagine, because the names that got announced are just the men.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
And we finally know they were the people that got rumoured and leaked weeks ago. The NXT people.
Nice.
Who are coming up. I don't know why they're getting retribution. They were doing lovely stuff on NXT, having great matches and being in title matches and stuff.
Have they even, like, had any form of relationship?
No.
before this?
No.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about old things.
Richard?
An old storyline's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the thing
Who's the daddy?
Who's the daddy? We've joked about it many times on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just
This time
really
it's
happy.
not. This time it's not Dominic though. It's baby girl Mysterio, whatever her name is.
Dominique.
Is it still a Mysterio? Why do all the Mysterios want to give the kids away?
I don't fucking know.
Because it may be Seth's kid. Is it Seth?
I don't know. I don't know. Eddie Guerrero's coming back from the dead. He's been dead 15 years. He's rested. And he's coming back and he's the daddy. Who fucking knows? Slackjaw's the dad.
It's all just fucked, isn't it?
Richard's favourite storyline now.
It's good. I mean, stealing kids.
No.
Why isn't it?
Dangling a kid from the
Yeah.
rafters.
That's what he's into.
No, it's
Kid on
not.
a pole match.
Yeah, Guerrero on a pole. And the first one to climb and get the baby is the winner. The baby's in a cage. Just rather drama.
Shark cage.
Shark cage of
But need
hell.
to reuse that, don't
We haven't had a shark cage match in a while, have we? No.
Chris Jericho.
Yes, sad times.
Real.
I can't tell anymore.
Speaking about wrestling now. It's wrestling news, isn't it? Clash of Champions. Why did you put this on?
I don't know. I got confused at the end. I just thought, we're watching it tonight.
Yeah, watching it tonight. Great.
Yeah.
Are we all excited?
Now you're Jax.
Granddad Dig's favourite wrestler.
She's great.
He's all about equality.
Are we all excited to see who's going to get the forfeit? Hopefully it's Ant again.
Have we
Yeah, probably.
settled on the waxing?
The waxing, yeah. If you're both fine with that.
Yeah.
Are you watching it?
Yeah. Even though
He's
we
just
work
gonna
tomorrow.
suffer.
Oh, what a lad.
That's why I sent a gif of like, is it
Oh, it was...
Chris Jericho? I sent her a gif of a wrestler running down, like, entering the ring quick. Do you know, like, out of nowhere, kind of like, wow.
What time are you at work?
I normally wake up at 7.
You'll be asleep then.
I wanted to
Jesus.
do... I did a week at uni. We went out on the Friday, unintentional, but we did. Because some of my mates came up, because we were travelling to Liverpool on the Saturday. And so we did 2 nights then. Then I watched the Royal Rumble and drank at that. And I had half an hour's sleep and woke up at 5 o'clock for work after that weekend. I hated that day. It wasn't fun.
For this, for my day at work is going to be me pulling numbers, putting them into a table, pulling some more numbers, putting them into a table, pull more numbers, put it into a table,
Fair enough.
put that table into a table,
Nice.
put several tables onto different tables,
Any chairs there?
and send them all off to everybody. That's going to be my day on Monday.
That's not too bad then.
No, that's why I've decided that I'm alright to do it.
Yeah.
I've just told Mrs. not to talk to me all day, because I will end up kicking off, because I'll be in a foul mood.
I'm at work at 12.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Um,
awareness.
Yes.
You've got one, haven't you?
Yeah, right. There's this guy,
Hmm.
and he came over from another country. I'm not sure which country.
It's just when you say things so close together, it's harder to edit out.
No, I think he's from an African country, I believe. And he's here with his family, and he scrimped and saved to buy a food truck. You know?
that film.
No, not just a copy of Chef. And he was somewhere, and these white people didn't like the fact that he were making money from his business, and they held a lot of racial abuse at him, because people are pricks. And then he went to like the post office or something to post something, and the postman was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, about your fucking food truck getting burnt down." He's like, "What? Well, what's happened?" And then he gone and burnt his food truck down. Well, yeah, previous to this, the man stole his food truck, but didn't get arrested because the police had not enough evidence or whatever to arrest him. They couldn't prove it wasn't his food truck or something.
What?
And that's the same man who hurled all this abuse at him, and this is the man who's burnt his fucking truck down and shit. And it's just like, what is the world coming to when,
It's all fucked, mate.
you know? They set up, so someone, I don't know who it was, set up a GoFundMe page. I believe it's finished now, because he's like, yeah, you've raised more than enough money for me to
Buy a fleet.
buy a fucking, you know, I'm gonna have chains of food trucks. Not a slave chains, Richard.
Jesus.
It's a shit story. People are pricks. I hope that person gets whatever's coming to it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's nice that people can come together in a shit situation to help this. And like he posted like a thank you video on the GoFundMe page, and he just sounds really sincere and like just the nicest bloke that you could ever meet. And the food looks so nice, and I'm
hungry.
I want to go and taste it, but it's in Manchester, and I don't fancy just travelling to Manchester for some.
I don't fancy travelling to Manchester, full stop.
I mean, Manchester's a fun night out, but
It's Manchester.
actually, I didn't enjoy it, if I'm being honest. I just threw up a lot because I was hungover. That's where I got poppers from, the Chinese restaurant. Yeah, in Chinatown.
Did you get bored?
No, I didn't.
No, it's the name of a cat.
Is it?
No!
I don't know.
Real. But no, it's people. Some people are cunts, but most people aren't. So try not to be a cunt.
Yeah.
Being on.
Yeah, you know, it's nice that people could come together to help someone in a time of need.
Oh, we're coming together.
Daddy. Yeah. Way to ruin it, Richard. we try and be professional on this podcast and sincere. And then it's coming off here.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
He likes
he
coming
likes
over
coming.
here.
Yeah.
Anyone else have an awareness?
There's this guy from an African country. I've just found out about this and I'm really strong. I feel really strongly about it.
Don't be mocking it though, because
I'm not.
it's a serious issue. Wakanda.
I'll just edit your bit out.
No.
I mean, people just be somewhat not of a cunt when it comes to wearing a face mask. How about that? I had to go to Tesco's the other night.
Oh my god, you didn't.
I did.
What for?
Instead of Waitrose. Your
Fuck
mum must
Waitrose.
be difficult for you.
I just get people to deliver trucks because people don't wear fucking
Deliver
masks.
trucks? Fucking...
Did your truck get burnt down?
Food truck.
Classic film.
Also, we have to do a crossover with The Wrong Bride.
Oh mate, don't even though, because I'm
The Wrong Food Truck.
This is not a zombie film anymore. This is The Wrong Bride, and it turns out he's marrying a zombie. Whoa!
They own a food truck together.
Yes. Oh God, it's all coming together. You have to edit all of this.
Full staying in 4 hour long podcast.
We've got a bumper episode.
Split into two.
We'll do a Hobbit and
Part two.
Make a trilogy out of one.
So your Pro Skater Part 1 has nothing to do with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater whatsoever. It's just conspiracy theories.
Oh, fuck me.
we will do a bumper conspiracy episode if you two want to be on.
Oh,
I know well, you're fucking already writing notes, aren't you, in your head?
He's getting his. Where can I watch the Room 23 or whatever it is? 237 4 times.
It's a good documentary.
Is it?
It scared me more than The Shining because The Shining's shit.
They all told me to turn it off.
Because people in it are mad. They're all insane.
Idiots.
They're all crazy.
That's what the film's about. What do you
But
expect
it
it
goes
to
on.
be?
It's twice as long as The Shining is, and that's
No,
a
it's
long
not.
film. It felt that long.
The Shining is shit though.
Yeah.
The book's better.
That's
I
my
mean,
awareness
Stephen-
anyway.
That's a good awareness section. Don't read Stephen King books. He can't write books.
Shut up.
He doesn't know how to finish a book.
The film's got nothing to do with the book though.
Yeah, but the book is also like just Stephen King. Just he can't write books.
Have you not read? What you getting?
Well,
I'm just.
It. What? It
No,
ends
no,
with a
it-
child orgy.
I didn't say it. I was gonna say something after that, and then I just looked at him and saw him getting comfortable.
I'm ready for an explosion, basically.
Big E.
Big Amy.
Bit of hard salami.
Oh,
Salami.
Emily has subscribed to your channel just for easy access to that clip.
My
She
heart's
loves
all
it.
there.
That's
Like
it, mate. You're getting.
it's
you're
like
getting followers.
at least every other day. Put it on. Had salami. Then she starts pissing herself.
No, that's the real awareness.
Oh, salami.
Otis needs more
Yeah,
screen time.
What's your YouTube channel so everyone can
Shout
see that
out.
pod
I think
salami?
you should con UK21.
Can UK21 give him a follow, guys?
I think I'm not sure. I had to like follow a link to get to your channel because I couldn't search you. You were like
I'm off the
He's
radar.
off the, he's
He's
off
off
the
the
radar, mate.
Off the
He's
radar.
watched a lot of conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, the government don't like me. They're trying to shut me down. I'm
His,
shut about.
his gold is buried. It's not in like a bank or anything.
That's another thing during the conspiracy episode. That bloke who buried his gold and left the trail for people to follow, and it's still not been found.
Wait, what?
You're talking about national treasure.
No,
Yeah,
no.
National Treasure too.
I mean, no. There's a guy who like buried a lot of money before he died.
Al Capone.
No, he just like, I can't remember what he was, but he was just like a normal guy.
Can't remember what he was.
No, as in like if he was like if he made his money off board games or if he was like an internet
I think
millionaire.
you were a full-on rapist.
I get that.
What?
So good.
I get that right.
You
I
know,
get that
I get that rapist.
right. Jesus.
you know who else is a rapist? Fucking Satan.
I've got some shout outs at the end of the episode.
Oh.
You know, because we need to tie it up, don't we?
We do.
Carry on for 5 hours.
No, 5. Fucking hell.
What?
I said 4. He says 5 at the same time.
Last week, you know, everyone decided to just buy me fucking presents. You know, my mum came in with a bunch of pineapple shit for me. So shout out to Mama Pineapple. Shout out to great granddaddy Dick and great grandmama Dick for the pineapple, the lovely pineapple glass. I drink beverages from it daily, which is what it's for. And of course, this guy, the champion of gift getters, he bought me the cheeky flick knife moustache cone that I'd been pining for. Apparently.
Pining, I love it.
Oh yeah. Because he watched the Dawn of the Dead episode recently.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
I'm on my rewatch. Well, not my rewatch. I'm just catching up because I'm not had a chance.
Then he was like, "Gonna get you one of them, mate." And I'm like, "What a what?"
You're in the board game. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. What did I say I wanted?
Because I was just like, a gun, like a zombie arm. I don't know. But it's just next to my bed. I just flick it all the time. My mum thought you'd bought me. My mum
Well,
thought
his
you.
mum's there.
My mum thought you just bought me a knife, and she was worried that I was going to go on a rampage. So, and I'm like, Mum, I've already got access to knives. I don't need another. If I were going to go on a rampage, I would have already done it. Come on. Plus, I prefer axes for rampage. No, claw hammers. Yeah. If you see me with an hammer in my hand, just don't be there, because I'll be doing damage probably on that day. Yeah. I didn't always say I was going to go on a rampage, didn't I?
We're claw hammer. Back end of claw hammer.
Yeah. Still time.
Yeah,
You're
he went into deep detail while we were at school about it. Like, pulling it out of people and stuff. And proper detailing it.
Nice.
And he's best friends with me. Surprisingly. Which I often wonder why.
Don't give him an hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let him sit there stroking an axe in the living room.
That happened. That was a good day, that.
It's all my God now.
I raked up some grass.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he comes that back down, that chicken.
Yeah.
A whole chicken.
No, it like something fried, like strips and stuff. Popcorn chicken, I believe, was there too. Nice. It was a good day.
Shall we end the episode?
Yeah, so the shout outs are done. For all your comb needs, hit up Grandad Dick's Dick Emporium.
Well, that sounds fun. It is.
We get some business cards made.
The last thing that we need to do. Fuck you, Seaton.
Ginger prick.
Fuck you, Seaton.
Fuck you, Seaton.
Nice.
Stay fresh, guys.
Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Go mouldy.
Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Come stick around on Tony the Pony. Come stick around on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.